Okay, so what we are going to learn today, what is communication process and what are the various elements of communication process. So let us begin today's lecture. Now on the screen, on the slide, you can see I have written 7 elements of communication process. Okay, what I have written on the slide, 7 elements of communication process. Now let us discuss all those one after another. The first one is sender, who sends the message, who prepares the message. Next is encoding. It is the process by which we prepare the messages, we draft the messages. Next is message. Message is when the idea which comes in the mind of the sender, then that idea is encoded by the sender and which becomes the message. Okay. Then medium. Medium is a system of communication that the sender uses to transmit the message. Sender क्या करता है? Medium select करता है. एक system select करता है. That system he uses, system of communication he uses to transfer the message, to transmit the message to the receiver. Now, who is a receiver? Receiver is the person who receives the message. Then what is decoding? It is understanding the message. Then what is feedback? Feedback is nothing but understanding response given by receiver to the sender. Okay, this is just an introduction. On the next slide, I have written everything in detail. So let us understand elements of communication process in detail. Now see, on the screen, I have given everything. Now, who is the sender? The sender is the person who feels the need to share a thought which is there in his mind. He initiates the communication process. Initiate karna matlab begin, to start, to begin or to start. Then the question can be asked in the exam. Blank initiates the communication process. Who begins the communication process? Who initiates the communication process? कौन करता है? Initiate. The sender initiates the communication process. Correct? Next is message. Now, what is a message? First, there is idea. Okay. There is idea in the mind of whom? In the mind of sender. Correct? किसके मन में रहता है वो आइडिया? सेंडर के मन में रहता है ना. So the sender has got this idea. Wait a minute. Okay. Now let me use this one. The sender has got this idea. After it is there in the idea, after that idea comes, the sender uses either language or the non-verbal symbols to convert it. Okay. So the idea which was there in the mind of sender, that gets converted into verbal or non-verbal symbols, and that is called as a message. Okay. Now what is a message? Sender के दिमाग में एक idea आते हैं. Say for example, I'm explaining communication process to you. Lot of different thoughts are there, ideas are there in my mind to explain this, to explain communication process to you all. So what I'm doing, I'm selecting verbal code. What I'm doing, I'm selecting verbal code, that is language. So from language, I'm selecting words, grammar rules, and I'm making sentences. So my sentences, which is the end product of this encoding process, those sentences are nothing but my message. So idea, thought is converted into verbal and non-verbal symbols, and when you convert that, you get the message. So that idea is nothing but the message, but when it becomes a message, when you use the verbal and non-verbal symbols to convert that idea which is there in your mind into the sentences or into the images, pictures, sound, signals, anything. मुझे एक चीज बताइए, अगर मैं मेरे दिमाग में जो है anything that is there in my mind, will it be possible to read my mind and to understand what I want to tell about communication process? Is it possible to you? No. I have to make sentences, I have to use language, or I have to use non-verbal communication. Then and then, whatever the idea is there in my mind, you will understand. So when I make the sentences, when I use certain sounds, when I use any image, that is called a message. Understood? समझ में आ गई आपको? समझ में आ गया मैसेज? Okay, now what is encoding? ये encoding क्या है? What exactly encoding is? See, it is a process. The first thing you should remember, it is the process. Process of what? See, यहाँ पे हम लोगों ने देखा ना कि आइडिया कन्वर्ट होती है मैसेज में, ठीक है? So it is nothing but the process of converting an idea into a message. ये जो हमारा मैसेज हम लोगों को मिलता है ना, after we use verbal and non-verbal symbols, so whatever that process goes in our mind, जो हमारे मन में ये process चालू रहता है ना, that I have to select this word, I have to make the sentence like this. This process of converting the idea into a message is called as encoding. Correct? Are you getting my point? समझ में आ रहा है आपको what is encoding? In my brain, my brain is selecting different words of language. I'm selecting rules of grammar. Okay, and I'm making sentences to explain you communication process. The whole process from selecting the words, combining the putting together these words, making sentences, everything, every single point is called as encoding. This process of getting a message, drafting a message. In simple term, it is nothing but process of drafting a message, you can say, but we can't draft every time. We can also speak the message. Now, that's why I have used the word, the process of converting an idea into a message in the form of words, images, pictures is called as encoding. Okay, now who encodes a message? This is again important. So this whole thing, encoding is very important for your offline mode exam, online mode exam. Suppose if the exam is online, you should prepare the definition. If it is offline, then the question, the first question itself will be define the terms. In define the terms, elements of communication process, at least some elements will be definitely there. Or maybe certain questions will become in fill in the blanks, because we don't know now, say schools are going to reopen, so maybe in future colleges may reopen, so you should get ready for both the exams. From both the point of view, you should prepare for your exam. It can be online, it can be offline. So when you are preparing for your exam, keep this in your mind that I should prepare for both the modes of exam, whether it is online, irrespective of whatever the mode is, offline or online, you should follow all the instruction that I give in the class. Got it? So it is the process of converting an idea into a message in the form of words, images, pictures, etc. And who encodes a message? कौन encode करता है message? It is the sender who encodes a message. Next is medium. Now, what is a medium? It involves a system of communication through which a message is transmitted between the sender and receiver. In simple terms, sender transmits the message by using this system of communication to the receiver. Sender क्या करता है? Sender क्या करता है? He uses a system of communication to transmit his message to the receiver. And that system of communication is nothing but the medium. For example, telephone. Telephone can be a medium. If I want to give a message to a student, to a teacher, I can call the person, correct? So I will select the medium, telephone, and I will transmit my message to the receiver. There are various other mediums also. Say, for example, now we are using internet, a medium. We are using Zoom platform. It is a medium. Through that, I'm transmitting my messages to you. And the sender cannot communicate his message without a medium. Without a medium, we cannot send the message. We cannot transmit. We cannot communicate the message. That you should remember. Next is receiver. Now, who is a receiver? The receiver is the one who gets the message, who receives the message transmitted by the sender. Receiver कौन है? जो message receive करता है उसे बोलते हैं receiver. Next is decoding. What is decoding? It is a process of understanding the message. जो message receiver ने receive किया है ना, after receiving he understand the message. So that message of understanding, the process of understanding the message is called as decoding. It is extracting meaning out of the message. Extract करना मतलब understand करना, समझना. Message आप समझते हो ना? Number of messages we transmit by using WhatsApp. WhatsApp use करके हम लोग भी बहुत से messages transmit करते हैं. After receiving message, you understand those messages. वो understand फटक से होता है क्या? You have to understand the meaning of the words. Then you read the whole sentence and you understand the meaning of whole sentence. So it is that process of understanding the whole sentence. The message is called as decoding. डिकोडिंग बहुत इजी है. जो मैसेज आप लोग समझते हैं वो समझते समय जो प्रोसेस होता है आपके दिमाग में टू गेट दैट आइडिया, टू गेट दैट मैसेज, टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट मैसेज इज कॉल्ड एज decoding. And who does decoding? कौन करता है decoding? It is done by receiver. When the receiver receives the message, he decodes the message. He understands the message. Next is feedback. It is the response given by the receiver to the sender after understanding the message. तो ये क्या है? feedback क्या है? It is the understanding response given by the receiver to the sender. यहाँ पे हम लोगों ने क्या किया? Receiver decoded the message, understood the message, correct? After understanding, he gives a response. Message समझने के बाद क्या करता है? He gives the response to the receiver, and that response which is based on his understanding. This word understanding is very important because if you don't understand, you may not be able to give any kind of response, correct? Or you will give a wrong feedback. So once you understand the message, you give a feedback, you give a response to the sender. So that is called, that response is called as feedback. Now let us understand all these elements by giving a simple example. मैं एक simple example देती हूँ आपको. Say in the morning, in every lecture I ask you, my voice is clear, can you hear me? So this sentence, can you hear me? Correct. I will just take this simple sentence and I will explain all these elements with the help of this simple example. So I am the sender now. The thought comes every day in my mind that whether I'm audible to the students or not, I want to check it. So I feel the need to share this thought to you. Correct. So I begin the communication. Then after that I encode the message. मेरे दिमाग में अलग-अलग, I can make many sentences to send the same thought. एक ही thought हम लोग अलग-अलग तरीके से भी पूछ सकते हैं. Correct. So what I will do, I will select certain words. Then I will make the sentence. This process of selecting words, sentences is called as encoding. So I will do encoding. Then I will get the message. Now what is my message? The message is, can you hear me? Okay. Then I will use a medium. Now what is the medium here? the Zoom platform. I will use that medium to transmit the message to you all. तो मैंने क्या किया, वो चैट बॉक्स में मैसेज डाल दिया, कैन यू हियर मी, और आई मिस पिक इट अप, ठीक है। उसके बाद वंस आई यूज द मीडियम टू ट्रांसमिट द मैसेज, यू ऑल आर द रिसीवर्स, आप सभी लोग क्या है, रिसीवर्स हैं। यू रिसीव माई मैसेज, आफ्टर रिसीविंग माई मैसेज यू डिकोड द मैसेज एवरी डे आप डिकोड करते हो ना मैसेज, यू अंडरस्टैंड द मैसेज, देन you give the feedback, your simple word yes, yes ma'am, or just yes. Once I ask you the question can you hear me, उसके बाद आप आंसर क्या देते हो, yes और yes ma'am. This is your understanding response. आपको समझ में आ गया ना कि मैम क्या पूछ रहे हैं, what is the question ma'am asked, you understood. Every day you understand that, and after that you give the response, yes we can hear you. Correct. So feedback is the last link of communication process. Communication process gets over when the feedback is given by the receiver to the sender. Understood all the elements of communication process? Any doubt you have? कुछ doubt है? Do you have any doubt? If you have, please put in the chat box, or else we will go ahead. Okay, so shall we continue? See all your responses. I asked you a question, I'm the sender, I encoded the message, do you have any doubt? Then I've got the message, that is, do you have any doubt, that is my question. I use the Zoom, then you all are receiver, you receive the message, understood the message, and you gave the feedback that yes ma'am we understood, or no there is no doubt. Correct. So let us move to the next slide. We'll understand what is communication process. See on the screen, I have written I need this, all the elements I have written, but there are typical arrows I have used. Arrows, their direction is very important here. The directions are very indicative. They indicate, the arrows, their headings indicate where the message, or to which direction or to whom it is sent. Okay, now let us understand communication process. The communication process begins with the sender itself when he feels the need to share the idea. So first, at the first step of communication process, it is the sender who feels the need to share his idea to the receiver. So that need comes first. What is it? That need of sharing the idea to the receiver comes first at the first stage. After that, the sender encodes his idea. There is idea and even there is need. Two things are there in the first step. Sender does have the idea, even after. It is not the case that only idea he does have, but he should also feel the need to share the idea to the receiver. खाली इतना आइडिया होने का, आइडिया है तो जरूर हो गया कम्युनिकेशन या फिर एनकोडिंग के लिए वो रेडियो का ऐसे नहीं होता. ही शुड ऑल्सो फील द नीड. उसको ऐसे लगना चाहिए ना कि नहीं मुझे शेयर करना ही है. दैट नीड ही शुड फील. Then the next step is he will encode the message. Encoding is what? Process of converting the idea. The idea यहाँ पे है देखिए. Converting the idea. It is the process of converting the idea into a message. Correct. So he does encoding. When encoding is over, the result is message. You get the message. The idea may get converted into sentences, or maybe in a sound, or maybe in a symbol, or maybe in an image. Okay. So the sender gets the message. Next step is the sender will select medium or channel. In your book of Manan Prakashan book, they have used the word channel, but I would prefer to use medium. Now I have explained you what is medium. It is a part of system of communication. You use that particular in any instrument or anything that helps you to transmit your message is called a medium. But the sender will select this medium based on three things. First is time, second is cost, and the third one is number of recipient. Now, what is the meaning of time factor or time criterion? Time criterion deals with whether there is any emergency to send a message. Instantly message send karna hai, immediately message send karna hai, you have to use telephone. Okay, but if you have ample time, you can select email or other mediums, WhatsApp and so on. Next is cost. How much price, how much expenses you want to spend on sending the message. आपको free of cost send करना है, or you can if there is need and you don't bother about the cost factor, you can select telephone or you can select television channel advertisements and so on. So second factor is cost. Third is number of recipient. If the recipient is one or minimum say to say 10 or 15, if it is one, you can call the person by using telephone. If 10 people are there, 12 people are there, you can send a mail, or more than 12 or 10 people, you can send the mail. But suppose if you want to give the message to the whole population of India के सभी population को आपको message देना है, then which medium you will use? You have to use mass media, say journalism है, newspapers है, TV news channels है. You have to use those channels, correct? You have to use those mediums to send the message, to transmit the message. So the sender will select the medium based on three factors, three criteria. First one is time, second one is cost, the third one is number of recipient. He will think about all these three criterions, three factors, and then he will select a proper medium. Once he selects the proper medium, he will transmit his message to the receiver. क्या करेगा वो? अपना message medium use करके receiver को transmit करेगा. Receiver will receive the message here. This is the next step. Okay. After receiving the message, the receiver will decode the message. Receiver क्या करेगा? Decode करेगा. Decode करना मतलब he will understand the message. What the receiver will do? He will understand the message. And after understanding the message, he will give a feedback to the sender. क्या करेगा ये receiver? After understanding the message, he will give the feedback. Now, what is the feedback? It is an understanding response given by receiver to the sender. So first receiver does the understanding और उसके बाद वो feedback देता है sender को. Correct? आप लोग भी देते हो ना feedback. If I ask you a question, did you understand this? You will say yes. Correct? So that is your feedback given to me. I am the sender, you are the receiver, and you will send the feedback to me by saying yes, we understood this diagram. Correct? समझ में आ गए ये सभी step? Understood all these steps? Again, I will repeat this. At the first stage of communication process, idea comes in the mind of the sender. And when the idea comes, he feels the need to share the idea. After that, he will encode the message. After encoding, he will get the message. Once the message is ready, he will select the medium based on time, cost, and number of receivers. After selecting the medium, he will use the medium to transmit the message to the receiver. The receiver will receive the message. He will understand, that is, he will decode the message. After decoding the message, he will give a feedback, understanding response to the sender. I hope this is clear to you all. Understood? The speed is okay, na? It's not too fast. Okay, so we'll move ahead to the next slide. The same thing is given on the next slide. So it will be again a repetition to you all. Wait, let me first erase all these things. If suppose lecture gets over, please rejoin for the attendance. Okay, again rejoin करना है आपको. The whole communication process that I have explained by using the diagram I have given on the slide. Now let us understand this. Communication process begins when a sender feels the need to share an idea or the thought which is there in his mind. Once he has decided on his message, okay, he encodes the message and also selects the medium to transfer the message. He uses at least 3 criteria for selecting medium: time, cost, number of receivers. Sender sends the message to the receiver after encoding of message and selecting the medium. Receiver receives the message, he decodes the message and provides feedback to the sender. Feedback is the last link of communication process. Communication will get effective when feedback has been provided. If you don't provide the feedback, then communication may not be effective, it may not be successful. So what exactly happens? First, the sender gets the idea. He feels the need to share the idea. Then he encodes the message. Now here I will just underline those words. Now what comes there first? Idea. Okay. Idea. Then he feels the need to share the idea. Then he encodes the message. He selects the medium. And for selecting the medium, he uses 3 criteria: time, cost, and number of receivers. So he sends the message once he has encoded the message, selected the medium. Then after that, receiver receives the message. Okay. After receiving, he decodes the message and he provides the feedback. And the communication process gets over once the feedback is given. And without feedback, communication process is incomplete. I hope you understood all those things. Did you understand communication process? Yes, students? Any doubt you do have? Do you have any doubt? Okay, I'm going to share the link of attendance, don't worry. If suppose lecture gets over, I don't think that the lecture will get over because still we have time. So in that you can give the attendance. But if suppose some of you could not give the attendance due to network issue, I will again start the lecture and you can join that lecture and give the attendance. Okay. Wait, let me just go back. Let me stop sharing.